we've just started into this year. And you know, I was kind of sitting around and thinking about what it would be like to wake up as you. Considering I didn't, you know, go too deep into it. You know, just sort of a superficial kind of
Sounds
like.
interesting, Susan.
It was a quick moment. It was a quick moment. But thinking about sort of, you know, you came out with this last album. You know, it was huge critical success. You come out with this album. It debuts at #1. You get nominated for Grammys. I mean, Album of the Year. My God.
You know what I mean?
Happen? Exactly. You know, that's what I was thinking. That's the first question that I felt like I wanted to ask you was, do you ever sort of look in the mirror and you think, it's just been a couple of short years, but how did I get here? Was it a mastermind? Did you see it? Did you envision that this is how it was going to go?
I mean, you can't envision that things are going to go extremely well for you. I mean, you can hope for it, and you can put, you know, you can try to put your foot in everything you do, but you know, you don't know how people are going to respond to it. So yeah, I literally wake up every day and I'm kind of like, is this still happening? You know, and I'm very thankful for all the opportunities. I mean, it's interesting. I don't even know what to say to it. I mean, to be nominated, you know, for Album of the Year with the Chili Peppers and the Dixie Chicks, and I mean, it's just kind of crazy to me. Yeah. I'm glad people are listening, though.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah. And then on top of this movie that's been in the making, and of course we sat down at Sundance last year. For the kids that will see it, your performance there, standalone, it's fantastic.
Oh, that's nice.
And I wouldn't even say that if it wasn't, you know. The reviews of the film in general have been really great. I'm not even going to ask the question of, are you going to consider a career in films? I guess my question is, how big is your film career going to be for you? You know, what can you commit to that? You
know, interestingly enough for me in films, I mean, it really is a hobby. I mean, I kind of feel like I have my day job. So, you know, to do films, I mean, I really feel like I have the opportunity now to pick and choose ones that inspire me.
Yeah.
You know, and that's a great place to be. I don't want to do anything. I've never been the type of person to do something just to do it. Right. You know, it has to be interesting to me in some shape or form. And Alpha Dog was interesting to me. You know, when I first read the script, I was like, oh, this is a dark film. But when we started making it, it didn't feel dark. It just felt real. It just felt like, you know, and knowing obviously it's inspired by a true story, and having all the transcripts and all the files and all the information, it just felt real to its form. And
but your character in the film, it's, you know, it's the heart. You know, there's light in that character, even though it is a very sort of dark story.
He is. He's not the brightest fellow, but yeah, he does have the biggest heart. Yeah.
All right, so you're going out on this world tour, as we said, what, to at least the middle of June. Now, when you look
into July.
Yeah. So. When you sort of look at this whole thing happening, is it exciting? Is it overwhelming? Are you stressed?
This one has been a little more stressful, I have to be honest, than the rest, just because there's been so many things going on at the same time. You know, the week before the first show in San Diego, I had to fly back and forth from San Diego to Los Angeles to film the latest video. And then I did SNL right before that. I mean, it's been great. I've had amazing opportunities, but it's been a lot of work. So it's kind of like you get to that place where you can't worry about where you're going. You just have to get there and focus on what you're doing, and then, you know, move on to the next thing.
Yeah, just like every day, you can't even look that far ahead.
Yeah.
And what, are you having a good time?
I am.
Are you enjoying yourself?
No, I'm having a blast. I mean, you know, you get out there and you know, the week before the first show, we're playing to silence every night. You know, it's just an empty arena, and you hope that that sort of you put the set list together, hoping that it will build, you know, and build the show, and it really has. It was amazing the first night to get to see how each song flowed from one to the other, and how the audience responded to it. So.
And when you were sort of putting together the show, what sort of was the feeling that you wanted to convey to your audience, you know?
Well, this show has been the trickiest one for me, by far because I'm playing in the round, and I've never done that before. I mean, and so, you know.
So what does that mean? Like, I keep reading about it, but I think never being on stage, like, you don't know that that makes a difference, you know what I mean?
It does. It makes a huge difference. I mean, you're in the center of the crowd, so instead of all the information coming from one side and all the attention going to one side of the room, and being able to have a backstage where you can kind of like have so your area to go away. I mean, it's literally under the stage, and everything's happening. You know, like I said, all the energy is to the center of the arena.
All the way around. So there's not even like a moment where you can rest for a second or even like step back because someone's watching you from that angle. Tell me about the concept of the video and the story behind the video.
Well, I mean, Sam Baer directed the video, and he's obviously, you know, an amazing director, and also, we turned the video into a short film, and there's 4 or 5 scenes of dialogue. I don't know exactly how we're going to release it. I kind of have this fantasy that we're going to get a version out on the internet as well. But, you know, actually Nick Cassavetes, who wrote and directed Alpha Dog, wrote the dialogue for the video. Yeah.
Wow.
So it's kind of like my... You know, if I sat down and had a wish list of everyone that could work on the video, Scarlett Johansson is in the videos, and she's amazing in it. Yeah. Aside
she's
from just amazing in general. And one of the other actors from Alpha Dog, Sean Hattasey, is in the video as well. So it's, if I could like really put my wish list together of people that I thought would really be able to contribute to the story and really contribute to trying to do something fresh and new, it's there. It's all in the video, and I don't want to say too much about it, but
so it's almost like a little short movie.
It's
then.
A drama. It's serious.
Yeah.
It's serious. So
it's very. Okay, so when are we going to be able to see that? Very soon.
Hopefully, I'm supposed to get like a rough edit in like a week or two. So we'll start making cuts and modifications.
Yeah. Do you think it'll be as talked about or as controversial as the Crimea River video?
I don't know. I don't know. Again, those are things you don't. You know, those are things that you don't plan. I mean, people talk about what they want to talk about. Yeah. I mean, boop, in a box. I didn't know as many people were going to talk about that one, but...
They are, just a couple folks.
You like the way I bleeped myself so you guys didn't have to censor me?
Thanks. I think we saved probably a good $2 on that.
Yeah, and probably 10 extra minutes that you would have had to have your little censor guy come in and go,
you are always thinking
of you.
Someone else besides you.
I like our relationship, me and MTV and Fitch and everyone.
Between the album, the Grammys, the tour, the film, are you prepared for even the heightened attention? And I only ask this because yesterday when I was driving from the airport, I was telling my producer that on the radio, they were talking about trying to figure, there was a game, they were trying to figure out what hotel you were actually staying at. And I was thinking, I was driving in thinking, is this legal?
That's
like,
frightening.
Is this okay?
That's
you know?
terrifying.
But
I wish you had never told me that. I could live in a world where I never
that was yesterday.
That.
I'm sure they have absolutely no idea.
Right.
It was a lot of people calling in had no idea, I have to say.
Okay,
but you know, you have to be sort of, are you bracing yourself for it? Is it something you're just going to, you know?
I don't know. You know, I'm so close to my family and my friends. I mean, it's kind of a part of the business that I know exists, but I kind of, maybe it's in my own fantasy. I just kind of like pretend that it doesn't exist for me. I mean, it's part of it, but honestly, it sounds so cliche. Like I just really, I work hard and I love what I do, and I love people that love what I do because honestly, I mean. No, I'm kidding. No, but I really do. I love what I do, and I'm having a ball. Yeah.
How do you prepare for such a huge tour and so much time on the road? I mean, is it one of those things where you put all your favorite things in a suitcase?
Yeah, I've done this one a couple of times before.
But
so,
this is like, I mean, is this? It's
big.
bigger.
It's big.
You know.
Yeah, it's big. I mean,
what do you make sure you never leave home without? Like when you go on a road, this.
You know what I find, interestingly enough, the thing that I can't be without right now are humidifiers.
Oh, that's very sexy.
Yeah, that's pretty interesting, huh? Humidifiers. Wow. You should check them out. You feel dry in this area? Get a humidifier.
Congestion kind of.
Not the coolest ones. Hot, warm.
Oh, I have a coolest one. What's the difference?
Well, it just, you get, this is going in a weird direction.
Yeah, let's not talk about that, right?
Yeah. I don't have like, you know, I don't have
a teddy bear
assorted
or like
colored M&Ms or anything weird like that.
Yeah,
so
it's pretty normal.
Yeah, I can't be without my tea and my humidifiers. That's about it. I don't have to, you know, I don't have to do my hair. Yeah. It's done.
It's looking great. Yeah.
You know.